The icy wind howled across the barren expanse, carrying with it the mournful cries of distant seabirds. The bay stretched wide, its frozen waters shimmering under a pale, unyielding sun. Forochel was a place of endless cold, where the air seemed to bite at flesh and the frost could creep into the very bones of those who lingered too long. Yet, even in this land of stark desolation, life endured. Shadows moved along the jagged coastlines, silent, resilient figures wrapped in heavy furs, their eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of danger or hope. The Lossoth, the Snowmen of Forochel, lived in harmony with the unforgiving land. They knew its secrets, its hidden paths, and its dangers. Their lives were simple yet perilous, dictated by the rhythms of the ice and the sea. They built their homes from blocks of hardened snow, shelters against the bitter gales that could strip a man's spirit bare. Their language was sparse, their songs haunting, echoing the solitude of the bay. To outsiders, they were an enigma, a people shaped by frost and silence. But the bay had witnessed more than just the quiet resilience of the Lossoth. Long before the Snowmen wandered its shores, Forochel was a place of legends. The icy waters had swallowed ships and dreams, leaving behind tales whispered by those who dared to venture too far north. The most haunting of these tales was of Arvedui, the last king of Arthedain. Arvedui had fled to Forochel after his kingdom fell to the Witch King of Angmar. The once proud king, whose lands had stretched wide and whose people had looked to him for guidance, now sought refuge among the snow and ice. The Lossoth found him, weary and broken, and took him into their care. They offered him what little they had, food, warmth, and shelter. Despite their mistrust of outsiders, they could not turn away a man so clearly in need. The Lossoth spoke of the dangers of the ice, warning Arvedui against trusting the frozen sea. They told him that the bay was alive, that it held secrets and power beyond mortal understanding. The ice, they said, could crack and swallow whole those who dared to cross it. But Arvedui was desperate. Word came of a ship sent to rescue him, a vessel strong and brave, willing to face the wrath of Forochel to bring him back to his people. Against the Lossoth's warnings, Arvedui boarded the ship, carrying with him precious relics of his kingdom, the Palantiri, the seeing stones that held great power. The ship set sail, its dark hull cutting through the ice, its sails full of hope. For a moment, it seemed as though Arvedui might escape the grip of the frozen bay. But the ice was unyielding, and the sea did not forgive. A storm descended upon them, fierce and merciless, tearing through the vessel and shattering it against the frozen waves. The ship sank beneath the icy waters, taking Arvedui and his relics with it. The Lossoth watched from the shore, their hearts heavy with the weight of a tragedy they could not prevent. The bay was silent again, its icy surface smooth and unbroken, as if it had swallowed the ship without a trace. But the memory of Arvedui lingered, a ghostly presence in the cold. The Lossoth spoke of his courage, his desperation, and the power of the relics that had vanished with him. They believed the ice had claimed him, that the bay itself had taken him into its depths, where he would remain forever, a king lost to the frozen north. Forochel was more than a place of ice and snow. It was a land of memory, of echoes that refused to fade. The wind carried the voices of the past, whispering of kings and ships, of the Lossoth and their quiet strength. The bay seemed to hold its secrets tightly, its frozen waters a mirror to the harsh, unyielding sky. To those who came seeking answers, Forochel offered only silence, a cold and haunting reminder of what had been lost.